we all know that vitamin D is fundamental to testosterone levels. There's a lot of content out there, so I'm going to try and avoid quoting studies and everything, that how many percent you can increase your testosterone by. There's enough content out there already. I'm not going to repeat what other people have said. Now, when it comes to any intake, any nutritional intake, going natural is always better than relying upon synthetic derivatives. So, and another thing to consider when it comes to micronutrients, because vitamin D is a micronutrient, is all micronutrients are important for testosterone production. It is a mistake and can be counterproductive if you are just going to focus on, oh, vitamin D is great for testosterone, so I'm concentrating on this. I'm going to concentrate on zinc or magnesium, just the ones that are associated with improving testosterone levels. Can, having this approach can easily lead to a deficiency in other micronutrients, and any deficiency in any micronutrients can have a negative effect on your testosterone levels. All micronutrients are important, not just the ones that are associated with increasing or maintaining testosterone levels. Now, there's a lot of research. We already know that low vitamin D levels or vitamin D deficiencies have been linked to low testosterone, so we won't go into that anymore. Now, vitamin D is the good thing about vitamin D is it's what's known as a fat soluble vitamin. The great thing here is this means that any excesses that we build up in our body can be stored in our body fat. This is a great reason why you should maintain some body fat, because if you have extremely low body fat and you're going for a super aesthetic physique with low body fat, of course it's going to be more difficult for you to store fat soluble vitamins, because of course you've got less places, less fat to store those excesses in fat soluble vitamins. Best natural source available for natural intake of vitamin D, of course, is the sun. 30 minutes to 1 hour is more than enough to get your recommended daily intake. Vitamin D is also very, very important for maintaining good DHEA levels. This is something that's not so commonly known, is that your natural DHEA levels affect your testosterone levels, and having low DHEA levels can cause low testosterone. So vitamin D is very important in that respect as well. Now, the recommended daily intake of vitamin D is 400 UI per day, and it's recommended not to exceed 4,000 UI per day. And the reason for this, of course, is it's fat soluble. You don't need to go to silly excesses, because as long as you're getting enough on a regular basis, everything should be fine. Now, vitamin D is not found in very many foods, but there are some foods that contain vitamin D, and it's always best to include as many of these foods into your diet as possible, rather than relying solely on supplementation. Now, fatty fish are by far the best and superior source of natural vitamin D. Now, fatty fish, of course, is polyunsaturated fats. There are many sources online who are telling guys to avoid eating or consuming too many of these polyunsaturated fats. They've been associated with low testosterone levels, but fatty fish prove that to be not true. You need fatty fish in your diet for many reasons, not just vitamin D, but fatty fish are a great source of natural vitamin D. The best ones are salmon, tuna, swordfish, sardines and oysters. Also, in smaller amounts, vitamin D is also present in egg yolks and dairy. Now for testosterone, the optimal amount intake of vitamin D for your testosterone levels is between 800 to 1000 UI per day. If you're a bigger guy, you're 6 foot tall, 4 foot wide, you might want to go up to 2000 UI per day because you're bigger and you probably need more. But for your average guy, especially somebody like me, 800 to 1000 is more than enough. And regular intake, along with the fact that it can be stored in the fat cells for later use, means that you will be fine. You will have more than enough vitamin D. If you are interested in optimizing your testosterone levels, subscribe to this channel and follow this series.